The lifesim inZOI has now been out for about a month, and it's finally due for its first big update, which is coming in May of 2025. This is the first of 4 updates planned for this year, which were previously announced at a developer showcase back in March of 2025. The other updates are planned for August, October, and December of 2025. At the time of recording this video, there was still no specific date for when the May update is going to roll out. In this video, I want to go through each of the points expected on the May update and discuss what they might mean for the game. The first item on the May update list is a mod kit with Maya and Blender support. This should make things easier for modders to continue to bring creative custom content to inZOI. Right now, there's no official mod support for inZOI, so myself, I've been dodging mods for right now. It just feels too risky to me. The lifesim community, including inZOI players, is super creative, and modders have already come up with some pretty cool stuff, and I have no doubt that they will continue to do so, and hopefully official mod support will make using mods easier and safer. I love that inZOI is embracing mods on one hand, but I also can't help feel a little bit weird about it. Call me cynical, call me pessimistic, you wouldn't necessarily be wrong, but I just hope that this emphasis on modding isn't a cop-out. Like, okay modders, if you want something you can build it, but don't rely on us to improve the game any, that's your job. When we're already essentially Krafton's unpaid beta testers, now it's up to us to add things too. I hope that the introduction of official modding support doesn't mean that developers are just going to sit back and ignore some of the glaring issues with this game, hoping that some modder will fix them, like, for example, multi-serving meals, multitasking, better autonomy, and the continued absence of same-sex attracted NPCs. Like, that wouldn't sit well with me. I hope I'm just being too skeptical and mod support only means good things for inZOI players. Feel free to roast me in the comments. I like this game, and I really hope the devs prove me wrong on this point. Next up on the May roadmap is changes to weight and muscle adjustment. For this one, the way I feel is the more customization and variety in the game, the better. I feel like right now, most of my Zois end up looking kind of the same, and I think that anyone should be able to create whatever character they want in a good life sim, so this will hopefully help to facilitate that further. The next bullet point coming in May is in-game cheat codes. I love this because, again, it only expands the game further, making different playstyles easier, and it's something I'm really looking forward to seeing because it will have direct effects on the core life sim part of the game, which is the part that I think needs the most work and the part of inZOI that I'm most passionate about. Cheats should open up more possibilities for us as players, and I'm curious to hear what cheats you guys hope are added with the May update. Next up on the list of May updates to inZOI is relationship improvements. So this point is very broad, so to me it's very difficult to know what's meant by this point. I am trying to be optimistic that maybe this will include some much needed improvements to how Zois interact in the world. However, because the game is so early on in its development, I really feel like I need to temper my expectations on what relationship improvements in the May update will mean. It's a very vague descriptor, but it sounds promising because maybe it will improve the dynamics between Zois to make things more interesting. In my opinion, the social interaction system as of right now in inZOI feels kind of repetitive and really kind of bland. The way characters interact as couples especially, and also in groups, seems weird and honestly very limited. The inZOI team have already made some hotfix updates around relationships, but I still feel things feel very off and it leaves inZOI feeling empty and hollow. There are, to me, a lack of variety in interactions between two Zois. For example, the date feature in the game still kind of feels cold. It almost feels like your Zois are just at the same place at the same time rather than engaged in something together. And there's no real group activities either. You really see the limitations of this when you go through the wedding component of the game. I am just hopeful that the May update will bring some expansion to all the different types of relationships: romantic, friendship, friendships, even rivalries. Right now, inZOI's social relationships feel empty, bare, and the pacing of relationships still needs work. I'm curious what you guys think is coming with regards to relationships, thoughts on how they stand right now, and what you'd hope would be included, realistic or not, with the May updates as far as Zoi's relationships go. Next up on the May update list is an adoption system, which I am excited for because I think it is an essential part of the game. Right now, there is no way for players to add a child unless a couple is married and living together, so adding in adoption would open things up for an increased variety of family dynamics, which should suit a variety of playstyles and open up additional storytelling options. To me, a life sim should have the ability to play all the potential configurations of a family. Whether you agree with a particular family structure or not, that's your own personal decision, but I would argue the option should at least be there for all the different combinations, so I'm very happy to see adoption being added in so early in the roadmap of inZOI's development. Next up on the May update list is improvements to build mode and new furniture. I may be the minority here, but I don't mind the build mode in inZOI. I think it's pretty good as is. I don't have any huge complaints, but I am not a builder type player. It does need some tweaks, but to me it's part of the game that seems to be decent as it is. I think there are some changes that could be made to improve the overall user interface, and things like roofing, for example, definitely need to be worked on. There are no angles other than 45 degrees, and it would be nice to have some terrain tools. I am perfectly okay with improvements to build mode. I welcome them, but it's not something that's going to have me losing sleep with excitement when I'm thinking about the May update. As I mentioned, there's also updates to furniture expected with the May update, and I'm not too excited about this. There's already a ton of options for furniture. There's the 3D printer function and lots of customization already built in. Some less modern furniture would be cool, I suppose, but this isn't something that really moves the needle on my gameplay experience. Slapping new furniture onto the May update list just feels very low effort to me, especially if these are just AI generated items. I'm sure it will be pretty and all, but I'm not feeling any type of glowing excitement about new furniture in inZOI. The furniture selection in inZOI as it is seems fine. It's not something that really bothers me at all about the game. When I think about what needs improving in inZOI, furniture isn't really on my mind. I don't think it's a negative, it just feels like a way to fluff up the May update to me. Next up on the list for May is Create a Zois improvements. Similar to build mode, I think Create a Zois is fine. People are making all kinds of beautiful Zois and sharing them on Canvas and online. Similar to the furniture, when I think about what's fundamentally lacking in inZOI, I don't really think about the Create a Zois feature at all. One thing I am hoping for is for separate presets for each facial feature to allow for additional customization. I've said before in other videos that everyone who comes out of the Create a Zois seems to have Instagram face. Right now, the ability to tweak parts of the face are very limited between full face presets, but I think this may be too ambitious of an ask at this stage in May. I don't really know what this point in the roadmap could mean, but I have a feeling that it just might be more presets, or maybe it will tie into the muscle and body shape updates referenced earlier in the May roadmap. I'm curious what you guys think might be coming as far as improvements to Create a Zois and what would be on your wish list. Finally, on the list of May updates is outfit updates. Again, this seems kind of fluffy to me. Once again, this seems like a purely aesthetic update, which doesn't really do anything for the core gameplay, but it would be cool if this includes a wider variety of outfits, because a lot of what's currently in the game feels very focused on what is very trendy, kind of fast fashion, and the look kind of skews towards the Gen Z and younger generations, so more variety wouldn't be a bad thing. There's already a ton of ability to customize the clothing already in the game, but again, I wouldn't be mad at more options, especially for children. I suspect it will be some nice updates, but nothing game-changing. I'm curious if you guys have any thoughts as to what might be coming in terms of outfit updates, or if there's anything that you would really like to see coming in this part of the May update. Overall, I think inZOI's May update, as written in the original roadmap, sounds positive in general, but lacking in terms of significant changes to the core gameplay of the live mode component of the game, which I personally think is the weakest part of inZOI right now. To me, me, the May update seems to be weighted towards parts of the game that I think are already pretty okay, but I am happy to see that improvements to relationships are listed and that adoption is being added. These are definitely steps in the right direction in improving the life simulation component of this life simulation game. I predict the May update will be mostly nice, but kind of unremarkable. That being said, I'm obviously a fan of the game, so I'm happy to be proven wrong with the May update, and maybe there will be something significant that comes out of it. To be fair, I am a player that is biased towards the live mode component of inZOI, so a lot of the changes to create a Zoi and build mode are not that significant to me, so that may just be a matter of my perspective. I am very curious to hear from you guys. What do you think of what's on the May update? What do you think is coming? Is there things that you think should be included that aren't there? I'm looking forward to hearing all of your thoughts in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video, or maybe you'll catch me in a live stream. Thank you so much. Bye for now.